Once we've completed the charge diagram, we're ready to write the charge equation. So when we do that, we count the number of positive or negatively charged particles in each diagram, and we do a little bit of math. Let's begin with the balloon. In the balloon, we have how many positive particles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of positively charged particles. I like to write the plus in front of the 7 just to remind me of that. Now, we're adding to that the units of negatively charged particles. So here we have to be careful in our counting, and this is where the colors really help out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 negatively charged particles. And here we have a math equation. So if we take positive 7 and add that to negative 11, what do we get? We get the result of negative 4. Does that make sense? So 4 units of electrons moved from the cloth to the balloon. As a result, this has a net charge of negative 4. Now let's look at the cloth. We'll begin by adding up the numbers of positive charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 units of positive charges. So I'll write positive 8. Now we'll add up the units of negative charges. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're adding to that 4 units of negative charges. And now we add things up. So 8 plus negative 4, that's the same as 8 minus 4. That gives us a result of positive 4. And I like to write in the plus sign here, again to remind myself. So the balloon ends up with a net charge of negative 4. The cloth ends up with a net charge of positive 4. Does that make sense? 4 units of electrons left the cloth, leaving it with a charge of positive 4. 4 units of electrons were added to the balloon, giving it a net charge of negative 4. So notice how all these ideas work out, how this number agrees with that number, except one gained electrons and the other lost electrons. And in our diagrams, we see the 4 positively charged units that don't have electrons, a net charge of positive 4. And over here we see 1, 2, 3, 4 units that have gained electrons, and we see a net charge of negative 4. So all these ideas connect and help to double check one another. So this is how you should think about drawing your charge diagrams and writing your charge equations.